I'm Shrishti Saha for MPSF Sports, and joining me today is the men's volleyball head coach at Pepperdine University, Jonathan Winder. Jonathan has been head coach for almost 3 years and is also a former Pepperdine graduate. He's a four-time All-American, 2005 NCAA champion, and 2007 AVCA National Player of the Year. Having coached Jalen Jasper to win MPSF Player of the Year in 2023 and Ethan Watson to achieve MPSF Freshman of the Year in 2024, his accolades clearly speak for themselves. So, Jonathan, your journey as a player and coach has been remarkable thus far, from NCAA champion to coaching award-winning players. How has your experience as an athlete shaped your coaching philosophy?
Yeah, thank you. I don't think about that stuff often. I think that our Pepperdine, we've had the privilege to have one of the greatest coaches of all time in Marv Dunphy. And so Marv coached me while I was an athlete here. And so just getting to be able to become my best as an athlete and having the success I had certainly led to me knowing his way was really good. And so much of how I coach today was because of the experiences I had as an athlete here. And I think also I played internationally for a long time. And so just understanding and seeing the different ways to coach, coaches from Poland and Brazil and France and Italy and wherever, everybody kind of does it a little bit different. And so it's been a neat journey to be able to play for lots of different coaches. And then also I've been able to coach beach volleyball and indoor women's volleyball, and then now men's indoor volleyball. And so just the array of people and styles of play and systems of play and stuff like that has given me, I think, I'm appreciative of the diverse kind of like background in volleyball that I've been able to learn both as a player and as a coach.
Wonderful. I really like the answer. So a little bit about your game on the 19th. You won against Yeovil and you've won all your games this season. What do you think contributes, sorry, to securing all these wins? And what are some expectations you have set for your players that help you achieve the success?
I think the guys have been playing really hard and training well. I think that the level of practice has improved a lot. So it's I think just to show up and have a good day in practice is really hard. And yeah, the guys have to do a really good job there. So then when it goes into the match, they're pretty comfortable and playing hard and doing a good job there. So I think in particular those matches we've served really well and been able to control the ball at a good rate. And then I think as it goes for this season, it's just important for us to continue to stick to our path has kind of been like my message to the guys. Like nobody else in the country has gone through two fires, having their campus and everything like burned up. And so it just like it's been a big identity to really stick to who we are, how we want to play volleyball, the experiences that we have. Every path is different, and it's important for me and our guys, our team, to just to stay true to what we value. And for us, from a technical standpoint, that's how we serve. That's the quality contacts that we have, and really like the competitive spirit of the group in that identity that we have.
Yeah, I was reading that you guys helped with donations for the LA, like after the LA fires. I thought that was so incredible. The way that you guys, obviously, like your team is so talented, but then they also give back. And so clearly your values are very out there. Who are some of your top players that we should be closely watching this season? I know you have plethora of amazing players, but are there anyone in particular that we should look out for?
Yeah, I think we'll see as it goes when it really gets going. I think we've got a really new group, so lots of new players and other first time with us, grad transfers or freshmen. And so I think, yeah, we'll find out. I think our libero has been doing a really good job so far. Jacob Riley, he's been playing at a really high level, and then we have a freshman. That's his name's Cole Hartkey, and he's been also playing at a high level thus far, and is a big physical player. So those two guys have won some accolades at the last couple. We did like a Canada exhibition thing, and they both played at a really good job. Did a really good job there.
Yeah, he just joined your team and he is already breaking records left and right. That's impressive to see. You've coached players I've mentioned like Jalen Jasper and Ethan Watson to award-winning successes, and seasons. What do you prioritize? I know you mentioned values and, just showing up, but is there any specific, I guess, habit or routine that you guys prioritize to help athletes reach their full potential?
Yeah, actually, I think Ethan's a good example of this. That Ethan is another player to watch out for. He was the freshman of the year last year in our conference, and was probably one of the most efficient middles in the country in his position last year. And I think what he did is just his uh, just determined hard work. Like I think Pepperdine can be a fancy, nice place. We live in Malibu, and it's awesome. But I think people can kind of get lost in what it is. And Ethan was so good about being disciplined and working really hard and being humble. And he didn't play his first year here. He was kind of recovering from an injury, and so he went from not being in the mix. And even when we started the year last year, he just continued to get better. That when we started the season, we were actually talking about like, does he redshirt? Does he not redshirt? What do we do? So he was kind of like our sixth middle almost or fifth middle. And he just kept getting better and better and better and working out really hard and continuing to show up every day and do his best. And so it was really neat to see him be a great example of that and just building himself into an elite player and just his ability to earn that gives him a lot of confidence. I think as it keeps going because he's done all the work and it hasn't nothing's been given to him, nothing's been easy. And so I hope that those are values that are seen by his teammates and that they continue to embrace that over and over again. Is just seeing like, hey, if you want to be good, it's not because you live in a nice place. It's because you actually are good at volleyball. You have to do the work and have the confidence and learn the values to be elite like that.
I think continuing on with Ethan, he's one of your standout players. How do you, as well as Ryan Graves, how do you balance, fostering both individual leadership and maintaining team first mentality? Because I know sometimes there can be a conflict that arises. How do you, like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think a good question. I, I think that there's always a balance. Like we have 27 guys on our team this season, and so there's a definitely like a balance between individual leadership and team kind of cohesion. I think that Ethan's done a great job to know what his role is, and he's been such a great leader by example, I would say. And then Ryan is also a new player. He's in his second year with us and had a significant role last year. He's such a high character person. He's an unbelievable teammate. And whether he's playing in practice or not playing in practice, whether he's has a big role this season or not, I know I can count on him to be one of the best teammates and encouragers and keeps things light and fun. He has such a great presence that everybody kind of just lifts everybody else around him up. And so I think for us, it's just continuing to try to identify the roles and the quality character traits of our athletes and making sure that they're thriving in those positions so that when they play volleyball, it's free, it's fun, it's easy for them. And then we can kind of find some people are going to want to talk a little bit more. Some people are going to want to hang out in the back, but everybody's role is critical and everybody's role is important for them to be able to be there themselves and have the strengths that they have be kind of shared with everybody else.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. We've been talking to Pepperdine head volleyball coach Jonathan Winder. Pepperdine is expecting great things this season with 6 consistent wins thus far and are going up against number one Long Beach State, sorry, this Sunday at 5 p.m., which will be a defining moment for the team, definitely. Coach, thank you so much for joining me today on MPSF Sports. We look forward to following you all season here. For MPSF Sports, I'm Shrishti Saha.